Most weird and insane beauty standards from around the world that will shock you. Do well to like and follow this channel. The Mersey Tribe. In the Mersey tribe, it is a tradition to wear a large clay disc in the bottom lip. Females begin wearing the lip in adolescence. A woman from this tribe wears a headdress made from what appears to be water buffalo horns. A teenage girl traditionally will have her lip pierced at around age 15. The cut is plugged with a piece of wood, and once this initial piercing is healed, the girl can begin stretching her lip with clay or wooden disc. The wooden disc can vary in size. A Mersey woman holds her lip discs in her hand as she peers out from a hut in the Omo village. The Wodabe Tribe. These are the Wodabe tribe, and the men here compete for beauty. These are one of the few tribes where women run everything and men wear makeup and keep an eye on their figure. They can only get a maid at the Jirwul Fertility Festival, which is celebrated once every year. So the men dress up and do their best makeup, brightening the white on their eyes and teeth, and each color and their outfit symbolizes the character trait. The women judges of this beauty pageant need only to pat the shoulder of the man they like. This is considered a love marriage, even if the woman is already married. The winner gets to choose an unlimited number of women with whom he will stay with for a couple of months. The Bodhi Tribe. In this Ethiopian tribe, fat men are considered as heroes, and in the tribe, each of the men must isolate themselves in a hat for 6 months and avoid any physical activity. And during this isolation, they drink only fresh cow's milk mixed with blood. He has to drink at least 2 liters a day in order to make the stomach as big as possible. The winner of the competition will be considered as a hero, and will be honored throughout his life. Every girl in the tribe dreams of marrying a fat man. The Ohaguro Tradition. This tribe believe that there is nothing more beautiful than a black smile. Many centuries ago, in Japan, only a rich person could afford a black teeth. It was a kind of wealth. According to one version of the story, they were emulating the emperor's wife who had black teeth, and of course only rich people could eat a lot of sugar, which caused their teeth to quickly deteriorate, and everyone else simply imitated them. The Padang Tribe. This tribe considers their long necks incredibly beautiful. Tourists call them giraffe woman, but they don't take offense. After all, the longer their necks are, the better chance they have to marry. To lengthen their necks, they wear a special brace necklace. Girls between the ages of 5 and 9 put on their first rings around their necks. The Himba Tribe. Girls from the Himba tribe in Namibia are considered the most beautiful women in Africa. For a Himba woman, her hair is her power. This semi-nomadic people live in one of the most extreme environments on Earth. As water is scarce, they use a mixture of pastes on both their bodies and hair. These pastes blend the aromatic smell of the Omazumba shrub with animal fat and ground red pigmented stone. This Ajai's paste gives the women's skin and hair a distinctive red glow, which symbolizes blood, the essence of life, and the earth's rich red color. Hairstyles play a significant role within the Himba community and reflect marital status, age, wealth, and rank within the group. The Mentawai Tribe. This Mentawai girl is considered beautiful because they have a shark-like mouth with sharp teeth, which is their standard of beauty. The more influential a man is in the tribe, the more beautiful his wife should be. The Mentawai people have a ritual of sharpening human teeth. The Karo Tribe. The Karo people in Ethiopia are amongst the very last tribe who continue to maintain a body painting attraction which goes back more than 500 years. These painted designs are considered a sign of beauty and they're used for battle. This tribe excels their body and face painting. They use white chalk mixed with other mineral rocks amongst other things to decorate their skin. The paint is mixed from these items as well: ash, animal fat and water. The decorative patterns and images that they use vary every day and range from simple lines, stars and what have you. The decoration is used by both the male and female members of the tribe, and the men tend to use brightest colors as this indicates that they are attractive and more courageous in battle. Men also wear their hair in very elaborate styles, the adornment of which also have significance. For example, they may wear a cap, and the color of the cap will indicate something to each other, with each color having different legendary or mystical significance. For example, a man with a gray and red clip band with an ostrich feather, he is wearing a sign that he will become brave in battle and kill their enemies or dangerous animals. This tribe believes beauty standards are not just about women, but there are significant meaning to these things. The Zoe tribe. This tribe believes that there is nothing more beautiful than a plug in the lower lip. A sharp bone from a spider monkey's leg is used, and a tiny imberpet is inserted, usually when girls are about 7, and boys about 9 years old. As they grow older, larger plugs are inserted. Foot binding practice. There was a time where no Chinese woman could get married if your feet didn't look like this. This deformed foot is considered extremely attractive to men. For the sake of beauty, girls had to bandage their feet for their entire life. This foot binding practice starts when they get to 5 years old, and continues till they grow old. Their bones get deformed under the weight of the body, but the girls had to endure in order to meet the beauty standards, because big feet was considered as ugly. You can still find several bandaged feet in China today. Apatani tribe. Most of the older women here have hollow plugs in their nostrils, and have a tattoo right in the middle of their face. That's just their way of looking beautiful. But before such an unusual look. Brokbug community. Instead of hairdressers, residents of the Brokbug community in India sometimes referred to as Monero, wear their adornment even when they work in the fields. The hairdress includes rows of coins stitched together for ornamentation, with some dating as far back as 1890, and bright red ribbons. All members of the community, regardless of their gender, adorn their heads with fresh flowers every day. The Maori tribe. Tattooing is hugely an important part of the Maori tribe. And the tattooing of the lips and face is considered especially sacred among the people. Local or facial tattoos on women tend to be just the chin area, whereas on men, their moko usually covers the entire face. There is a huge amount of symbolism bound up in these tattoos. It represents the whole heritage and history as well as their sacred meanings. The moko is also a symbol of post-colonialism, a culture and tradition that was almost completely eradicated under the colonization, and practices of missionaries has been brought back to life for the Maori. Since the late 20th century, there has been a massive push on taking the moko amongst the Maori people, but both men and women have decided to reclaim their heritage through this symbol. Moko is like an identity card or passport. For men, the moko showed rank, status, and their ferocity or virility. The position of power and authority could be instantly recognized in his moko. Certain other outward signs, combined with a particular moko, would define the identity card of a person. Since it was a great insult not to recognize someone of high rank, this could lead to yutu, vengeance. The position of the moko also indicates attributes of the bearer. For men, the center of the forehead indicates rank, around the brows shows position, the eyes and nose areas show hapu rank, the first and second marriages are shown on the temples, the individuality under the nose, the work in the cheek area, and the birth status on the jaw. Ancestry is shown on each side of the face, with the left generally being for the father's side, and the right the mother's. If one side of a person's ancestry had no rank, then that side of the face would have no moko design. Likewise, if there is no moko design in the center forehead area, this means the wearer either has no rank, or has not inherited rank. The Japanese geisha. For centuries, geishas have been a fascinating and enigmatic part of Japanese culture. These skilled entertainers have captivated audiences with their beauty, grace, and talent. From their elaborate makeup and traditional clothing to their mastery of music, dance, and conversation, geishas represent the pinnacle of Japanese artistry and craftsmanship. The history of the geisha dates back to the 18th century, during the Edo period in Japan. Geishas were skilled entertainers who were hired to provide company and entertainment for wealthy and influential clients. Traditionally, a young girl would begin her training to become a geisha between the ages of 9 and 12 years old. The training was known as shikomi, and it typically lasted for about 5 years. During this time, the young girl would live and work in an okiya, which was a type of boarding house for geishas. The shikomi period was a time of intense training and discipline. The young girl would learn traditional arts such as dance, music, and tea ceremony, as well as proper etiquette and manners. Geishas are known for their elegant and distinctive appearance, which is achieved through a combination of clothing, makeup, and accessories. The traditional clothing and makeup of geishas have remained largely unchanged for centuries. Geishas wear a distinctive type of kimono known as a furisode. The furisode is a long-sleeved kimono that features intricate patterns and designs, often with bright colors. The makeup is applied in several layers and includes a white base made from rice powder, a red color on the lips, and black around the eyes. The white base is intended to create a blank canvas for the face, while the red lips and black eyes provide a striking contrast. The makeup is applied using a special brush made from deer hair. Geishas also wear several hair ornaments, including hairpins, combs, and flowers. Jewelry is typically minimal, with small earrings and a simple necklace. Yes, geisha do have a distinctive look, but it's not so much of a beauty standard per se, rather an expression of traditions of which we have nothing comparable. The Yiba tooth. In Japan, yiba are human teeth, especially upper canines, with an uncommonly fawn-like appearance. Japanese guys says yiba makes girls look like cats. So if your teeth are too straight, you can get them worked on by a Japanese dentist. In Japan, yiba is perceived as a sign of youthfulness and natural beauty. The Bali people. The Bali people in Indonesia, between the ages of 6 and 18 years old, girls in Bali may undergo a ritual in which they have their teeth filled. This sounds strange, but it has been a part of this culture for generations, and the whole thing is actually a really lengthy ritual way beyond the bit where they fill the kid's front teeth. It's a whole ceremony in which the child wears fancy robes and laid down on a special mat. There are women surrounding her and music is played, the priest commences to fill the front teeth of the kid while music is being played. They apparently modify two upper canines, mostly for reasons of beautification. After this part of the ceremony, the kid will then be isolated at home for 3 days, and then they must eat special foods with 6 different tastes: sweet, salty, spicy, bitter and sour. And then they are good to go for life.
Thank you. Leave a comment below.